complaint.
It's the Aloha Shirt Psychic. Go and grab your lei. His name is Meldor. He keeps our stress at bay. And every week he goes live on the internet to read on all of your political comments. It's the Aloha Shirt Psychic.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mel Dorr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic, and I'm still at my office. I did a show earlier on today. Linda was going to be on with me, Linda Grindle, but she's ill. She's got asthma. And she's got an upper respiratory infection. I talked to her after the show, and she's feeling better. And she thanks everybody for all of your healing energy. And when she talks, she coughs a lot. So. I've still got my, Sherry's got her, the Grinch, and mine says, greetings, Grinches. So,
and we didn't know the other one was going to wear the hat. So that's talking about being on the same page there.
Very, it's funny. I was talking today about how cold it was here in Chicago, and somebody said, well, what do you expect? It's December. And the answer is, it's usually not this cold in December in Chicago. The other day with the wind chill, it was like 25 below. So, we didn't expect this Arctic weather, but here we are. So it's about staying warm. So, in this kind of weather, anybody that lives in this area or anywhere else, somebody said it was minus 11 in Minnesota. When you go out, make sure you're really bundled up. You don't want any exposed skin for any length of time, meaning, probably maybe a minute or two, because you can get frostbitten. So make sure that you bundle up warm, take extra blankets in your car. Another thing you can do is take a coffee can, put a roll of toilet paper in it, and pour alcohol over it. And if you light it, it'll keep you warm for a while. So make sure you have a toilet paper, coffee can, and some alcohol. Not all together at once. Thank you.
You might want to be careful if you do it all at once.
And a flashlight and all kinds of things. So, all right. So infomercials real quick. I want to say hello to Andrew from Androniki. Sherry, you can put that up if you've got it. If you don't, that's okay. Okay, there you go. Andrew was out of the country, and he's been sick. He's got like a terrible flu, but he's feeling better. So let's send him our healing energy. Boy, his my hands through this winter because they chap and they get crack and bleed. And I put the moisturizer with some of the serums on there. Wow, they feel great. So
yeah, I had talked to him week before last, and was like, I definitely need some more of the dry and irritated skin serum, because I use it on my hands and my arms and my legs because my skin gets so dry. So he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And he sent me the new red light mask that they're debuting this month. Okay. So I've had it charging, and I've got to finish reading the instruction book so I can use it.
Tonight we'll be answering your personal question as for members. We'll give my members first priority, and we have a new member here.
You have a couple of new members.
Yes, and so then after that, we'll answer your questions. Ultimately, it's going to be every maybe twice a month for members only, and then. But for right now, we'll give members first priority. So. Anyway, back to Andrew. Yeah, he's not been feeling well, but he's feeling better now. So
good.
And also, tomorrow night, I'm on Arthur's channel, the Aloha Tuesday. Let's see, Thursday night, Kevin Chandler and I see Kevin in the Kevin's Loving Vibrations.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Kevin and I talked earlier on. We're planning ghost hunting in Gettysburg.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
So we've got room for 25 people, and as soon as we get, everything set up and the pricing, we will announce it. So come and join us for ghost hunting. We'll visit some really haunted places in Gettysburg and have a tour of the battlefields and all kinds of neat stuff. So be prepared for that. I've got openings on my Danube trip, Danube River Cruise in May. One deck is sold out, Vista deck, but we've got on the lower deck some cabins there, and on the very upper deck there's some cabins there. So if you're interested, call my office, 847-590-5411, or email me, mel@meldoer, meldoer.com. Iceland to see the eclipse. I don't know in Reykjavik if it's going to be a total or almost total eclipse, but we'll get to see an eclipse.
You don't have an Iceland banner, so
There you go. I don't have an Iceland.
no, I have to just think about it. You don't have an Iceland.
That's going to be in August, and that's for 7 days. And then Galapagos Islands in September 8th through the 15th. And it's funny that Iceland is also going to be August 8th through the 15th. So I didn't know it worked out that way. So join us. Again, tomorrow night, Arthur, I don't even know what I've got. Wednesday night, Thursday night with Kevin. There's something on the agenda for Friday. I can't remember. But, So Sherry, what do you got coming up, darling?
What do I got coming up? Let's see. I got Sisters Wednesday night. Sisters of the Mystical Tarot will be on Allie Heart and Soul Connected channel. Then Thursday is Golden Girls Coffee Clutch. Will be on Marina Heart Centered Tarot channel. Friday evening, I'm having my members only live stream at 6 p.m. Central. And then Saturday, I'm doing a live with Valerie, Illumination Portal. We're going to talk about the Sagittarius new moon and the winter solstice, which is all happening all the same weekend together. And then I'm going to hop on for a little bit with Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. It's his 5K party. He just hit 5,000 subscribers. And then Saturday night is the slumber party with Ramon from Moon Scarab. And he's on every third Saturday of the month with me. And that's it for now. And my vacation officially starts at 12:30 p.m. Friday afternoon. So
Sure,
and from there I get off work and I'm going to the hair place, get a haircut, and then start prepping for Christmas.
Thank you tonight for doing this.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I just asked Sherry to come front and center tonight, so that'll be fun. We'll be answering your personal questions tonight, which we'll do maybe a couple times a month, like I said, for members. At any rate, let's see, what else am I forgetting? I can't remember what I'm forgetting or whatever. So anyway.
I know. If you want a reading with Mel, you can go to www.meldor.com, or you can call 847-590-5411. Or if you want a reading from me, you can email me at swampvoices@gmail.com and put reading in the subject title so that it doesn't go to the spam. And I'm a little over 500 away from hitting my 10,000 mark. So we got a couple of weeks left to get 500 more subscribers to hit my 10K. So that's what I'm shooting for. And,
yay. Also, Kevin Loving Vibrations is in the audience. So
yay, Kevin.
Kevin's YouTube channel. And I was
as well as Jackie Jan. So
you're right. And Jackie, get readings from them. They're awesome. So we've got things starred, and I don't know if Kevin is starring behind the scenes. If you are, Kevin, thank you. But let's get started. Please, if you don't mind, put your questions in capital letters so we can read them. So we'll get started right here, and we'll take them pretty quickly so we can get through them all. It says, Aloha, Auntie Mel and Linda. No, Linda's show was going to be today, but she's not with us. It's Aloha, Auntie Mary, and the
I
Raging.
am subbing for Linda, so I'm moving up in the world.
The question is, top, uh, do you see Trump declaring war so he can cancel future elections? Also, prayers for Ali. I can't say the last name, but prayers to Ali.
Patricia Epperson
Yes, there you go.
or Ollie Pup.
There you go. We'll send prayers there. Trump cannot declare war. He has to ask Congress to declare war. But he is using this thing with Venezuela to wag the dog, to take, it's the magician in the tarot deck. Over here, the magician's doing this to divert your attention so they can get something over here. So I'm feeling that he's trying to do this to draw attention away from the Epstein file, which ultimately will be released, and they're not going to look good for Trump. And also, he wants, I think, some of the minerals in Venezuela. Those boats they're attacking are not drug running boats, at least for entertainment purposes only. My guides are telling me that they were fishing boats. And the reason that they didn't let those 2 survivors live is because they knew that if those survivors came forward, they would tell the true story. And now there was ICE arrested a guy here in Chicago, and Trump said, oh, well, he was in a Venezuelan gang. Excuse me, Donald, all these people that you're deporting aren't Venezuelan gang members. This is a smokescreen. You're doing it to wag the dog. And, I think a lot of generals and a lot of Republican politicians behind the scenes are totally against him doing this in Venezuela. I see Pete Hegseth ultimately having to answer for his, for hurting those innocent civilians that were hanging on to a life raft. I see him, not a life raft, but debris. I see him in a world court guilty of war crimes. So anyway, he's just doing this as a diversion. So everybody's advising him against it. I'm not seeing boots on the ground in Venezuela. No, I don't see that. So, Jerry, what do you?
No, I don't see boots on the ground. As you said, wagging the dog. Yeah, I see him trying to just shake things up just enough to figure out how to pull some more money out of the deal. So I get rising tide, inundation. I get trust collapse, broken credibility. Well, he's certainly done that. And then I get eruption threshold pressure release. So I'm feeling like he's going to do all of this to try to get everybody all up in arms and mixed up about, it's just one more thing that's hollering squirrel off over here. So we're not looking at the Epstein files.
Bingo. And other things.
So that's and other things, but that's what most of this is all coming down to, is figuring out how to get us not looking at the Epstein files.
But it will blow up in his face.
Oh yeah, because evidently a whole bunch of pictures just got dumped over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you ain't
from the Epstein estate, which are really, really bad. And then I don't know if he did it today or if it was late last night, where he basically stuck his foot in his mouth again, saying some really ugly stuff about Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle, who were unalive.
Yours, I was just going to bring that up, and a lot of people are up in arms about that too. So,
yeah, a lot of his people are upset about that.
Right. So, are we ready for our next question, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. We're going to get through these quick. Tammy Drummond. Hi, Mel. Will the Democrats take Trump down with the Epstein files?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be pretty, but they're not going to release all of them. He'll instruct Pam Bondi not to, and the court, if she doesn't, will hold her in contempt. They're going to hold Christy Noam in contempt for not following a judge's orders not to send those people to deport them until they've had due process. But it's not going to look good for Trump. I don't see him finishing his full term in office.
Mm-mm.
I see Mike Johnson being taken out as Speaker of the House because I see a petition in the House to replace him. And I see that there's going to be some House members, a lot more Republican House members exiting en masse. So it's going to help. I mean, there's so many scandals that are going to be coming up. What do you get, Sherry?
Okay, the first thing I got was forced hand. Was that control or coercion? It's funny that it's also forced hand because his hands look so bad. But yeah, he's trying to force certain things to happen because he thinks it's going to be good for him. It's not. And then I got terror response, living in fear. That's his next goal. If he can get everybody upset, in fear, afraid to even open their doors or go outside, he's accomplished something. And then last thing I got was power plays, tactical maneuver. Pop up, stop. My brother walked out on the patio, so of course the dog is gonna go nuts because Daddy went outside. So and the last thing I got was power plays, tactical maneuvers. So between all of this, he's trying to make everybody afraid, everybody fair. He's trying to uh, uh, get the terror, get everybody um, moving in certain directions because he thinks he's going to power play his way out of this. And thing it is, what I keep getting is this is all going to blow up in his face.
Bingo.
One after another. None of it's going to be what he thinks it's going to be.
It's just diversion after diversion and deceit. Okay, here we go. Tammy Drummond, hi again. When Trump administration leaves office, do you see them bringing back the full federal government agencies, USAID, bringing back the people they fire? Yes, I do.
Most definitely.
And in fact, once Trump and Vance are gone, a Democratic president who I think, oh, I had a senior moment, Newsom, who I think is going to be Newsom. I could be wrong. But whoever gets it, the Democrat, the first thing they'll do is issue a presidential, will issue an executive order overturning all of Trump's executive orders. That's what I see.
Yeah, restoring things back to the way they should be. That's what I keep getting on it is that not only are they going to be able to do away with all of the stuff that the current occupant has done, but at the same time, it's not just getting the lights turned back on, but it's making sure that everything is still working when the lights come back on. So
I don't know why people think that this Linda's going to be on the show. That's not what it said when I posted it, unless I put Linda, but I don't think I did.
No, you didn't, but it could be because they were expecting you to be with Linda earlier today.
Yeah.
And so they may have just thought that you were going to be with Linda tonight, but surprise, you got me instead.
There you go. Okay. Butterfly Wings said, I am 64. I feel I have gifts to help people, but I feel I'm supposed to do more. I feel like empty. I don't know how to open up my third eye. Well, just pay attention to that first thing that comes through. I feel like you're claircognizant. Claircognizant means we know. We don't know how we know or what we know. We just know. And you could try your hand at tarot. That would help you a lot. And that's what I pick up. Meditation will also help you tune into it. Sherry, really quickly, what are you picking up, girlfriend?
Well, it's having trouble opening up that third eye. I get that. I'm still working on that myself sometimes. And that just takes practice. It just takes time and it takes practice. Most importantly is you've got to relax and flow with it. Go with go with those first in hits that you get, the first few things that pop in your head. Just go for it. As wacky as it may sound, and you may think it and go, why would I say that? You'd be amazed how many times the other person's like, oh my God, that's exactly what they would have done or said or whatever. Um, that just takes time. And it's just, if you can take a little bit of time every day and meditate, just to ask for um, your abilities to strengthen. Um, get a couple of good decks of cards. I mean, when I first started doing this, everything was with the cards, and I still use the cards most times because it really helps me.
Pay
But
attention.
there are other days when it just flows, and I don't have to do the cards.
Pay
So
attention to that first thing that comes through, but then we get it
yeah,
and we get hung up on what one of my students calls analysis paralysis. Is this me? Is this me thinking this? Just give the message. Okay, we got to get through these quickly. Hello, Mel and Sherry. Will my 40-year-old son continue to hate me because I moved to Southern California, from Southern California to Northern California? He has called me the worst names he can think of. Um, I see the situation being repaired. It'll take a few years, but you have the right to make the move. He's just angry because he didn't quite get what he wanted. And if he's calling you horrible names, set boundaries and just say, if you're going to call me these horrible names, the conversation is ended and end the conversation. So you need to take your power back and set boundaries with him. That's what my guides tell me. Jerry, what do you pick up?
yeah, that's what I'm getting to. You got to make progress. You got to do breakthroughs, and that comes with setting those boundaries and just you can't call me names. You can't talk to me like that. I'm your mother. You should respect me, um, no matter how old he is, and just push that. That this is the way. These are the rules.
Right.
Simple. It's not his life. It's your life. You're making
Bingo.
decisions for your life. I just dropped cards.
What what what's dropped on the floor comes to the door.
Yeah, there you go. Well, and it wasn't even a deck I was using. I was moving it. I dropped half of them on the floor.
Okay, we've got another one. Cynthia
Uh,
Warner says, Mel, thank you. Please, what is 2026 going to bring for me in love and financial stability? I do see the finances picking up. I see is it the Five of Pentacles where the two people are walking outside in the snow and they're worried about, abundance or lack thereof. And I see you always with a roof over your head, food on the table, and I see more money. I see Pentacles. It's not going to be a tremendous amount, but I do see financial stability. My timing is wrong. I see the number 15. It could be 15 days, 15 weeks, 15 months. That's when I see a significant other coming in for you. Okay. Please, just one question per person. So go ahead, Sherry.
Rest and relax. I think if you go take yourself a vacation, you might just meet this person
Yay.
because they're going to be resting and relaxing too. So I'm getting, go take a trip to the beach. Don't spend all your time thinking on it because that'll make you crazy. Get a notepad and write down what are you looking for in someone. What kind of person do you want to be? Don't write what you don't want, just write what you do want. And that helps to start manifesting and bringing that person into your life. And it feels like 2026 is going to be a really good year for you.
That's what I
Things are
see.
going to stabilize. So, yeah.
Okay. This one says, Emma, please see if you can connect with Rob Reiner and find out what happened and what message he wants to give. Let me just comment on this. Usually when a celebrity first crosses over, I really don't connect with them. I can, but I think it's kind of unfair to that celebrity. I think it's people need to have time to grieve, and so uh, I will graciously opt out on that one. The message that he's giving us, that part, and the message that he wants us all is to remember DEI, equality, inclusion, inclusiveness, and diversity. And I think that's what he stood for. Uh, and he wants us all to work to bring together peace and to, here again, have diversity, DEI, inclusion, um, and equality. So, um, and the comment that Trump made about uh, Rob's death is unfortunate that our president would make a comment like that. But what do you expect? So just let us open our eyes about Trump and let our voices be heard. That is my message. Okay.
Yeah, I did a short reading on my lunch break when I do my lunch break readings, and the first thing I got was simply that he and Michelle, his wife, have already transitioned, and they are now fully aware of everything that's going on. And I think that they're going to be they're going to be helpful in getting people on the right track.
I just don't want to exploit a celebrity's death when they
Right,
cross over. I
right.
feel like it's
I
intrusive.
like to give them a little bit of time to kind of
Yeah,
settle into whatever it is they're experiencing. But
I feel like it's a
like,
bit intrusive, and I just don't want to go down that road. So, okay, the Moon Whisperer says, I lost a close family friend on 12/1. I am so sorry. From
I'm
complications
sorry.
and emergency surgery. Well, had your friend not gotten the emergency surgery, they would have crossed over anyway. So, it's like, do we do the surgery and run the risk, or do we let the person die and just do nothing? So, I just talked to her on 11/25. Can you tell me if she's okay up there? Well, who says it's up? I don't know. Your friend must have
Wherever,
your
yeah,
must have had a good sense of humor, because I'm getting this insane desire of life to laugh. This insane desire to laugh. She's all around you. Um, and whenever you're walking, you'll start to see feathers, different size feathers. That'll be her letting you know she's around. I don't know if Trump will be arrested. I just don't see him fulfilling his full term in office. I don't see a long-term future for him. I don't wish anyone harm, but I do see that he's going to be convicted of more things, even once he's no longer on the earth plane. So your
yeah.
friend is around you, and I can't see her front, but I see her back walking through a meadow, and she's kind of dancing around, and there's all these animals around her, and she's she's healthy and well on the other side.
Well,
Sherry,
she's more than okay wherever she's at right now because she is in the presence of divine source, and there's no better place to be. And at this stage, she sees and knows everything, so she's going to be in the front row seat watching what happens to the current occupant.
oh yeah,
So she's going to have a better seat watching that happening than we are. Um,
a lot of these spirits are
and
going to be instrumental in his downfall. So
yeah, exactly. And I just feel like, I mean, she wasn't ready to really go. Didn't think she was going to go, but things like that happen in surgery. But I feel like she's okay with it. She's much better off where she is now, and she doesn't have to worry about being sick anymore.
there you go.
So
Okay, the Moon Whisperer. Oh, I like that name. Hello, Auntie Mel. Do you feel the economy will fail by February? I don't see the economy failing by February.
mm-mm,
I see
mm-mm.
inflation, and I see stock market taking some huge hits, and I see inflation, recession, which we're already going into. I don't see it going into a huge depression, but the economy is going to really uh, take a dive. But I don't see failure. That would be a depression. I don't see that. Um, it says, besides Cittadini selling us out to Russia, what do you think will be the last straw besides to dementia to remove Trump soon? Well, I just don't see a long life for him. And
Yeah,
so I don't think he'll finish out his full term. I don't wish him harm, but his health, he's got to be very careful of that. And I don't see a long-term future for him. So, um,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
what do you think, Sherry?
I don't feel like the economy's going to fail. I think we've got a lot of bad stuff that's still going to happen before it starts getting better, but we know that, we're expecting that, and so act accordingly. Like I tell everybody, prepare. Keep a stash of cash in your house. Don't let anybody know it's there, but enough to at least, survive off of for a couple of months if they try to mess with the banks and stuff. Um, it's a safety. Think of it as a little safety pile that you can go to if things go bad. You can at least go get milk and bread, put gas in your car.
Here you go.
Um,
All right, here we go. Lillian Palco, aloha Mel. I was lying in bed and received one word, which was a name, Isabella. Was this an ancestor, or what do you see, if anything? Mahalo nui loa. Mahalo nui loa means thank you very much. Aloha. Um, I feel it was a spirit guide giving you a name.
mhm.
Uh, so, uh, and it's a spirit guide that represents some sort of healing or healing energy. So when you know others in need of healing or yourself, call on Isabella. I see spirit guide. Sherry, what do you get?
Yeah, I'm feeling like whatever ancestor or guide that this was, they were giving you a name so that you would be more comfortable talking to them. Sometimes having a name to use makes it more uh, user friendly, I guess is how you could put it, with trying to talk to your guides. When I asked my guides, what do I call you? They just laughed at me and said, you can't pronounce it. Don't worry about it. So I just call them, Tom, Dick, and Harry, and said that you won't give me a name. That's what you're going to
Why
get.
can't you just give us like regular names like John or Mary?
Yeah, so
You're always
they're just like, yeah, you can't pronounce it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, well, you're Tom, Dick, and Harry. Then that's what I'm gonna call you.
oh.
You know.
So the next question is from Carol Phillips, but she says I'm not going to put it up, and here's why: because she puts her daughter's name on this,
Hmm.
and that might not be fair to her daughter. So it just says that she's estranged from her daughter. Do we see communication or reconciliation between them soon? And is there guidance around that? Um, well, I see a symbol of two hands together in the park, which is like a breaking up, but then those two hands together. So you all will speak again. There will be a reconciliation. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a few years. And it's okay to remember your daughter on birthdays, holidays, and to send a card, even if they don't receive it. Um, don't try to push yourself on the person. You both need time to heal. So that's what I pick up. Sherry, what do you get?
Yeah, I'm feeling. Yeah, pretty much what you were saying. I think that you gotta let her go at her comfort rate. You can't force it. Um, be honest about where you stand, what you feel, what you think, and then let it go from there.
And
Oh,
people,
thank you, sweetie.
go ahead, Sherry. I'm sorry.
Oh, my son went and
Oh,
set something down on my desk.
if
Um,
anybody out there has had like an estrangement from a loved one, or please don't put that loved one's name out there for everybody, because the loved one might feel that's invasion of their privacy. So,
yeah.
um, okay. Kathy Reagans. Hi, Kathy. Um, let's see here. Kathy Reagans. Kathy, hi, wonderful Auntie Mel and Sherry. The Raging Cajun, Sherry. My question is, do you see me buying my next home, I hope, or renting an apartment? Love and blessings. Um, I see a move. My advice would be, Spirit says, to rent an apartment for a while, like around 2 or 3 years. Then you can have more assets behind you when you can make a purchase. There will be a purchase, but that's a while off yet. So I see renting and then a purchase. What are you getting, Sherry?
No, okay. Thank you. Um, yeah, I'm feeling like uh it feels like it you may have to rent for a while before something to purchase comes through, but that something will come through. You just have to don't rush into it because the market isn't the best right now anyway. So you want to be smart about it if you're gonna purchase anything. And it depends on where you're purchasing as to what kind of market it has. So it might be better to wait. It might be better to just rent for a little while and then go from there.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Giga Hellblaze. I love that name. Hi, Mel and Sherry. My kitty had to be put down on Friday. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It's just gut wrenching when you have to put down a pet or you lose a pet. It's a family member. They're angels with her. She wasn't doing
yeah.
very well. I want to know if she forgives me for what I did. Well, number one, you didn't do anything wrong. My feeling is the cat is grateful that you did it because you took kitty cat out of kitty cat's misery. Uh, and kitty cat is not angry at all. And she knows that you love her and she knows what you did was an act of love. And she's going to send you another kitty cat. I see calico. So I see kitty
Absolutely.
cat and running all
Ab-
over, climbing up stuff and all kinds of things.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. And when you make that choice, you got to remember that in many cases you are actually providing more comfort to them so that they're no longer suffering here. Um,
Yeah,
it's better, yeah. It's better to help them go on over that bridge so that they're no longer hurting because they can't tell us how they're feeling or hurting, like a person can. So
yeah, you freed kitty cat from its suffering. So, okay,
yeah.
so everybody, you only have to ask a question once because if you keep asking it, it's not going to get us to answer it any sooner. We do.
Uh-uh.
We'll try to get to as many as we can, but you only need to answer it once. And here again, if you're asking about a loved one or someone else, please do not use their name. Okay. Um,
Unless they're passed over.
unless, correct. Okay. Um, so one here, I'm not going to put it up, but it says, do you see my son becoming more mentally stable? I see a change in medication, or I see him on medication if he's not now, and that will bring about more stability. So the answer is yes, but it will take some medical intervention. What do you get, Sherry?
I'm also hearing look into his diet because sometimes, uh, especially if he's already taking medications and certain foods that might get mixed with it can have really adverse effects. Um, I only say that because I remember my mother went through a phase where she got real upset she couldn't eat bread anymore. She couldn't even stand the smell of bread. And she used to love to make fresh bread. And I read one day in a magazine about people that took certain fish oil supplements. It would change their taste buds and their smelling so that they couldn't stand the smell of fresh bread.
So
And I went and I told her that. And so she quit taking the fish oil that she was taking within a month. She could go back to eating her bread like she liked.
yeah, you got to be careful with taking supplements and find out how they contraindicate with certain medications.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. It says, oops, let me put it up. It says, Patricia Franzino says, "Hi, Mel and Sherry. Will I find the right apartment and be able to move by the end of January 2026?" Well, my guide showed me the number 2, so it could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. So it could even be February. I do see the move. I just don't know if it's by the end of January, but no later than the end of February. What do you pick up, Sherry?
I'm getting a maybe. I'm not getting a definite yes or a definite no. But I asked, if you're going to be able to move by the end of January 2026, and I'm getting a maybe. So that could be just what's available that you're looking for, the type of place you're looking for. So
there you go. Okay. All right. Crystal Blue Persuasion. Ooh, I remember that song. Remember that song?
Me too.
Hi, Mel and Sherry. I'm having surgery on my ankle Wednesday after a bad break. Ooh, they say that's painful. I've had tendonitis in my ankle, and that's really painful. And gout, that's even worse. I'm having surgery on my ankle Wednesday after a bad break. Do you see it going well? You're going to pull through this with flying colors. I'm thinking maybe a couple days post-op, you might run a slight temperature, but that's normal after surgery. It's not going to be an infection. It looks like there's one little piece to take a little bit longer to heal than what they anticipated, but you're going to be back weight bound and feeling better in no time. Give it about 3 months. I mean, well, it takes about 6 months or a year for something to completely heal. But I look at you now, and I look at you like 3 to 6 months from now, and you're going to be good as new. So,
yeah, wear the boot. They usually give you a boot to wear so that you've got that extra support around the ankles so that the bones have time to knit completely. Because you don't want to try to jump up and run around while it's still trying to heal. You could completely do away with the surgery that you're having. So follow directions, but I feel like it's going to be fine.
so do I. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is sweet. Hi, Mel. Happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year's, and many more. I had Diane from Southern Illinois State. Thank you, Diane. For our Jewish friends, I want to say Happy Hanukkah. For our friends from other religions, I want to say Happy Holidays, Happy Holiday Season. I think we should make every day a holiday. Try to just do good deeds for people. That could be a smile. It could just be helping them across the street, just calling on somebody. Okay. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Helen, I can never pronounce Helen's last name. Zajutsko. Sorry, Helen. Hey, Santa Mel and Santa Sherry. Today I had a phone interview. First step, will I move forward? Next step that will lead to be hired by this company. I'm employed too long. I see employment coming soon. I don't know if it's this company or not, but I see the number 1, so it could be 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. But I'm thinking within the next month, you will be employed, and it'll be a really neat job. You'll really like it. What are you thinking, Sherry?
I'm getting a yes.
Okay.
I'm getting a yes on my pendulum.
Okay.
So yeah, I think you're going to progress through the steps, and
by the way,
that's going to let you know whether if you're going to be comfortable working there once you go through the steps.
Tonight's donations, and if you see, you don't have to donate, but they will be donated to Chicago Youth Group. It's helping to supply food to needy families and also delivering food to many of our Latino brothers and sisters who are afraid to come out because they're afraid of ICE. So this organization is making sure that people at least get food. And so I've been donating to them. And so, okay, save us from this madness. Why all this violence? Well, think about Citolini and the message he sends out there, it's almost he's sending a message like violence is okay, rather than, give condolences about Rob Reiner's murder and about other things. He incites more violence. Um, it's indicative of the head of our government. I know even in Australia, the violence. We need better gun control laws. Australia will pass some really good control laws. It's almost like it sends a message that it's okay to be violent, and it is not. So we must speak up and have our voices heard, and our voices will be heard against violence. So Sherry, what do you? I'm sending peace. I'm sending peace. What do you pick up?
Absolutely. I mean, it's not just the atmosphere around us that's creating this violence. In the case of the Reiners, one of their sons had substance abuse issues and problems that they had continuously been trying to help him with. And, as a parent, there's only so much you can do. And for whatever reason, I don't know what his reasoning was behind this, but for whatever reason, something snapped with him. And he wound up hurting his parents. And so that can be made to feel like that's a proper response to things because of all the violence around us. For those that are on the edge, that can kind of help push them over a little bit.
It also means we really have to give a lot more energy, money, to treating mental illness in this country, to be able to screen it and to be able to hopefully predict when violence like this will occur. Uh, we just don't do enough for mental health in this country. But I do see once Trump is gone and once Vance is gone, that we'll have stricter gun control legislation in this country. Um, and at least other countries, when this violence happened, they um, they at least pass legislation to try to stop it. Oh, I just got something that we read on earlier. I just saw it. I just flashed on my phone. Marjorie Taylor Greene is reportedly plotting to oust House Speaker Mike Johnson after accusing him of hypocrisy. So that just came across.
I've been waiting for that.
Yep. So we'll see. Okay. Uh, thank you, Teresa. Okay. Here we go. Uh, Jim Millie or something. I started 1099 contract with a consulting company for manufacturing client. Which company do you see hiring me full time, please? I don't know which companies you're talking about, but I do see full time employment coming within the next few months. Um, the contract will be extended, but that manufacturing company will also be hiring. So when they start hiring, I will put an application in. So, but I see you full time. I just don't know which company you're asking about. I don't know if your question is, will you have full time work with a consulting company or with a manufacturing client? Ultimately, I see full time work with a manufacturing client, but they might not want to hire until the beginning of next year because of their budget. So,
Yep.
see.
Yep. And I get thought and strategy. So this is strategize, make sure you look through both companies thoroughly so that if they both make an offer, you'll know which one you'd rather be with and which one to put your focus on.
There you go. Okay. Um, Angie Gutierrez says, can I get a message from my guides about my kidneys? Well, we're not doctors, so we can't diagnose or really give medical advice. What I do see, the word that comes through is stability. So I see stability coming with the kidneys. Uh, and and I see an effective medical treatment coming that will help the kidneys. That's what I pick up.
Yep. Yep. That's basically what I'm getting is
Okay.
Yeah, that's all they're dating. That's all they're like, yeah, what Mel said. That's what I'm hearing in my ear.
Uh, Liza always says, I can't see that name. Hi, Mel. My nine.
Liz and awe.
I'm sorry. Say,
Liz and awe.
oh, Liz and all. Okay, I couldn't. It's printing so small, it's hard for me to see. It says, Hi, Mel. My 19-year-old demented pump looks uncomfortable and is very anxious. Arthritic, slipping, always hungry, and paces all day when she is not sleeping. Um, well, when the dog is 19 years old, that's old for a dog. So when the dog stops eating and starts hiding, then you'll know it's time. The best, as a dog trainer, I'm speaking now, the best thing you can do is just, if the dog can hear, dogs respond well to touch, but you want to go slow and easy and just rub slowly so that the dog feels the comfort of your touch. If the dog can hear, you can talk to it in a soothing voice, but sometimes they don't at that age. But just touch. Don't force, touch. That's the best you can. That's what I hear. Sherry, what
Just
is your
let them feel your love.
right?
Just let them feel your love, and so that they know that you're with them through their last steps. And that gives them more peace of mind and more calmness of crossing over.
Okay, Maxi Poo 12 says, Hi Mel, saw you in Benicia and drew the Ace of Swords. You said upcoming changes, I think, that this person meant. What do you see for next year? Well, upcoming changes doesn't mean bad. It just means, change can be good. It just, I see more money coming for next year. I see more economic stability. And I don't know if it's a change in job, but it feels like a little change that way coming. So that's what I'm picking up. Sherry, what are you getting?
Yeah, it seems like you got some stuff coming your way for next year. More opportunities coming up.
Okay, here we go. This, okay. Deanne Rowe, I think. Hi, Mel and Sherry. I've been having dreams about the jobs I retired from. Is that post traumatic stress? I'm teasing, it's a joke. It's been 7 years. Can you tell me why? Thank you. Love your Santa hat. Which one? We both got. um, you know, I don't know why the dreams, it just could be about letting go of the past. I do see you doing something part time futuristically. I don't know if you're thinking about it. But it's about taking your power back and not letting a job rob you of your power. So, um, and it could be changes coming within an organization, like new ownership, new management, or something like that. Sherry, what are you getting? Oh, wow. While you're thinking of that, here's a $50 super sticker. Thank
Oh,
you
thank
so
you,
much.
Susan.
If I miss any super stickers, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of doing both here. Uh,
And I'm trying to star them as I see them. So,
okay. Sherry, what did you pick up on that question?
um, I don't remember what the question was.
The question is, I've been having dreams about the
Oh,
job.
the jobs. Okay. It just feels like it's just like memory. It's just your memory, remembering maybe good times that you had at those jobs, not necessarily with the job itself, but maybe the people you worked with, or it could be telling you that there are people that were associated with those jobs are getting ready to come back into your life again. And so you're just being given those memories of them.
Okay, let's see. Let me get back to the starred ones. Okay. Um, Here we go. Oops. I don't know what I did there. Oh, Gnant says, Hi, Mel and Sherry. I'm having a hard time with a young family member. Do my guides have any advice for me? I'm hearing two words: set boundaries. That's what's coming through loud and clear. Set boundaries. And my guides are showing me some therapy for you to be able to deal with the family member that's giving you some problems. Uh, and also talk that person that's giving you the problems talking to a counselor as well. But I'm hearing set boundaries. What do you get, Sherry?
Yeah, and depending on what type of hard time this young family member is giving you, best advice, the best thing I'm hearing them say is you get help. You go talk to somebody that can help you deal with this person on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Um,
Oops, sorry. We've got a new member,
oh,
Lorraine Prznovsky. Thank you. Yay. Okay. This question is from Debbie Trapp. Hi, Mel and Sherry. I'm planning to sell my house in the spring. My husband passed. I'm so sorry to hear that, but he is around you. Uh,
mm-hmm.
you're going to see him like when you get up to go to the bathroom, get a drink of water or something like that. You'll see a shadow like figure and you'll think, what was that? That'll be him. He's going to be flickering the lights. But just him letting you know he's around. So I'm downsizing, moving closer to my son. Good. That's an excellent move.
Yes,
I get great feelings with it. Do you see me being able to do this? Sherry said yes. I said
yes,
yes. So,
absolutely.
yep. And you'll be happy you did. So there you go. Okay. Um, okay. Vicky Howell says, I just felt a cold draft on me in my room. No window in here and interior walls. Do I have a visitor? Oh, you should be sitting in my office right now with the cold air coming through these windows. I think that was a spirit guide. Sometimes what happens is when they come to us, we'll get like a cold chill. It's not anything bad, it's nothing malevolent. I'm picking up it's a spirit guide, and I hear a name Sarah. So it's Sarah, the spirit guide. What do you get, Sherry?
I'm definitely getting it's a spirit guide or it's an ancestor. And it's just kind of their way of letting you know that they're there.
Okay. This is a question about Kay Parker. Here again, we're not physicians, but there's a hernia. And Kay wants to know, will the surgery take place by the end of this month? If it's not this month, it's early part of next. And my guides tell me you'll pull through it just fine. Did you pick up Sherry?
The end of the month. I'm getting a maybe on the end of the month. Will it happen in January? I'm getting more of a yes for January.
Okay. Yeah, you'll pull through it okay.
Mm-hmm.
So please ask specific questions, please. Okay. KMJ11 says, or Kim, anything my spirit team would like for me to know about how 2026 will play out for me? I see an increase in money. Um, I don't know if it's a different job. I just see more of an increase in money and feeling better financially and feeling better physically. Sherry, what do you get?
As well as a promotion. I'm
Yay,
feeling a promotion.
we'll take that. Okay. Um, Jolyn Shumsky. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Aloha.
Joanne.
How are you, darling? She's just wonderful. Everybody's wonderful. Is the man who raised me my birth father? Mahalo to both of you. I'll answer. Ask me that. You can call my office, and I'll answer that in private. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, that's a private question. So call my office, not right now, but tomorrow, 847 590 5411, and tell Joan you were watching us tonight and you can ask that question and she'll relay it and I'll give it an answer. Okay. Um, all right. Uh, Terry Singer. Hi, Mel and Sherry. A while ago, while meditating, Spirit told me I would inspire people globally. What did Spirit mean by that message? What do you think, Sherry? Um, I see
I'm
writing.
feeling. Go ahead. Go ahead.
shows me the symbol of the hand flowing across paper, which means writing. So I don't know if that's journaling or telling you to write, but that's what I pick up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It feels like there's something that you, whether if it's a blog maybe or a response to something you see online or a book that you start writing, but it feels like I'm seeing words on paper, like you're writing on paper, is what I'm seeing. And so, in whatever it is that inspires you to write, you're gonna it's gonna make a big difference.
Okay. Here's a $10 super sticker. Thank you. It says, "Hello, Marilyn Sherry. Do you see us getting Santiago as our new boss in our department because our old boss is leaving in January, and so will he be more?" I do see a different boss. I don't know if it's Santiago or not. Please don't mention names, you all. Please. Um, I do see a new boss, and it's going to be a boss that's very fair and not afraid to jump in and do the work. So it'll be somebody that you'll really like. Um, that's what I pick up.
I'm getting a yes.
Okay, we have time for just a few
So
more. Um, uh, Kate Dub says, "Hello, Mel and Sherry. Prayers for the victims of the mass shootings." Yes, the one at the university here and the ones in Australia. Absolutely. Does my spirit team have a message for me about my parents and younger sister? I don't know specifically what message you're looking for. Uh, I don't know if they're in spirit, but there's a spirit here. It feels like a spirit of a parent or a grandparent that wants to make their presence known and that they're around you and helping you. That's all I'm picking up. I don't. What do you get, Sherry?
I'm just hearing appreciate one another more.
I'm sorry.
You should appreciate one another more. Show that show that they matter to you.
Okay. Um, let's see here. Um, Cheryl Lukanen. Good evening, Mel and Sherry. Do you see a better 2026 for me? Don't see it getting any worse. Yes, I do. There's some issues with circulation you might have to watch, but I see more wellness. I see a pickup and abundance of positive things and a pickup money wise. So that's what I get.
I'm getting a really strong yes on that.
Good.
So
All right. So here, Cassandra, is the regulatory climate better for whistleblowers in 2026 or 2027? It's going to be better in 2027. All right. Uh,
yeah,
that's what I pick up.
2027.
2027. Okay. JWB says, if it's okay, I have a non-political question. We're answering personal questions tonight. I came across a mention online in Japan of animal testing on injection that can regrow teeth. I've not heard anything about that, and it kind of feels like it might be a little bit of junk science or science in an infancy. So I'm not seeing it in the near future. I'm just not picking up. I hear it's not available, and it won't be for a very long time.
Yeah, that's something that I would go to some of the medical journals and whatnot and just put into the searches about something like this, just see what they're saying. I mean, this could be just an idea that someone has sparked that or it could be something that somebody was trying that the medical teams are like, no, you're crossing the line because animal testing is becoming more and more and more looked down upon in the medical field.
Okay, Mr. Tusk says, "Thank you for the donation. Will the VA approve my appeal and continuing my education?" I do see more education. It looks like there might be one more delay with it or something, but ultimately I see the appeal being won. So even if it's denied this time, don't give up.
Yeah, I'm getting a yes. It may not happen right away, but I'm getting a yes.
Okay.
So they may make you jump through a few more hoops before
Well,
they give it to you.
okay. M. Quattroporte says, "Hello, Mel and Sherry. Going to New Jersey for the holidays to visit my boyfriend. Will I be spending more time there and traveling long road from Illinois?" And his ex is crazy. I guess most exes are, depending on what side of the fence you're on.
That's normally why they're exes.
Will I be? You'll be okay spending time there, and it'll be a safe trip. That's what I.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's see here. I'm okay. I'm just trying to make sure that here's a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. Here's another super sticker of $10. Thank you. I just want to make sure we get to all these. Artist, thank you so much. Um, and I think that's
Thank you, everybody, for your donations.
thank you for the donations. Thank you for the questions. Everybody, please stay warm, stay safe. Tomorrow night, I'll be on with Arthur. Um,
And I'll be backstage.
Sherry's update. Thursday night with Kevin, Kevin's Loving Vibrations. And thank you so much for your support. You put up with me twice today. Oh my goodness. We got through a lot of questions tonight. So
We did.
every, twice a month I'll be doing this. And ultimately it's going to be for members only, or I give my members first priority. And so thank you. Thank you. Everybody stay well. You'll hear me say this a million times. Happy holidays. And everybody just let's send. I think one of the ways we can raise the vibration of the planet is to do kind acts and send the message of peace.
That's it.
All right.
Absolutely.
So let's see here real quick. Uh, oops. Here we go. And oops. I don't quite know how to do this other than